Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. They may both no longer be in positions of power, but both of the Murrells, Nicola Sturgeon and Peter Murrell, are still at the centre of an investigation over the missing £600,000. And now police have been questioning very senior members of the SNP, as they're not giving up. They've got their teeth into this investigation and they want to know where the money has gone. Even Douglas Chapman, the treasurer who resigned because Murrell wouldn't let him see the full accounts, has been questioned several times by police. Is the net closing in? Will they be up in court? Will they be spending next Christmas behind bars? We can hope. But anyway, let's have a look at this piece and see what is going on. So, senior SNP staff speak to police amid missing £600,000 probe. And there's the happy couple. I suspect it won't be long before the smug faces will have those smiles wiped off the front of them. Senior figures at SNP headquarters have been interviewed by police as part of the ongoing probe into the £600,000 raised by the party for independence-related campaigning. And at least one senior figure said they'd been spoken to by investigating officers on multiple occasions. The Scotsman has reported. Douglas Chapman, the SNP MP who stepped down as party treasurer, claiming he had not been given enough information to do the job, has also spoken to the police. The police are not letting this drop. They know they're onto something. They know that there is undoubtedly some kind of fraud or embezzlement, something at the heart of the SNP, and this 600,000 has, evaporated. It was meant to be used for one thing, and it's not there anymore. Now, where it's gone at the moment, no one knows, or if they do, they're not telling. But we have to look at the people in charge, and particularly Peter Murrell. He must surely be at the heart of this investigation. He is, after all, the chairman. He was involved at every level of all this stuff. And of course, he gave the party £107,000 loan, which he kind of, vaguely remembered. And Sturgeon says she has no recollection. I mean, £107,000. It isn't. You're not paying your gas bill here, love. It don't care how rich you are. 107,000 is still a lot of money. Anyway, Nicola Sturgeon, the former First Minister, was asked by Sky News in late March if she'd had any contact with the police over the investigation into what has become known as the missing 600,000. She said, "Look, no, but I'm not going to comment. I wouldn't comment on any ongoing police investigation, and I'm not going to comment on this one." Yeah, keeping her mouth shut because she knows she might open it and say the wrong thing. Asked if it had put pressure on her or her husband, who resigned after a row on the media requests relating to membership numbers were handled, the Sturgeon said, "No, it hasn't. No, the Sturgeon." Excellent. She added that the situation had been mishandled, as indeed I think has the money, but that the party it gave the party an opportunity to reflect. Yeah, to reflect on who the hell took the 600,000. Was it you, Nick? Was it you, Peter? These questions that need asking. It is understood that the SNP believes cash from the 600,000 is not missing and was not used improperly, as it was spent on campaign materials, and the SNP exists to further the cause of independence. Yeah, they're going to say that. They're going to sort of loop this money in. You can guarantee it's gone somewhere, and it might be worth investigating the bank accounts of all the various people involved. But according to recent reports, police working on Operation Branchform are probing high-value transactions, including vehicle purchases. I've done a video on this about a week or so ago. After Chapman quit as the SNP treasurer in 2021, fellow FP Joanna Cherry also quit her position on the NEC, also citing concerns over transparency and scrutiny, her concerns being that there were neither. They're not very transparent. They keep things obfuscated and made very difficult to find. They don't want people asking questions. People are deflected or discouraged from trying to find out what was going on. This is all the hallmarks of a dodgy operation, isn't it? MSP Colin Beattie, who was brought in to fill the treasurer's role, then released a statement saying questions have been raised in recent months about funds raised in response to independence-related appeals since 2017, and whether all of the amounts raised will be spent directly on the campaign to win independence. As National Treasurer, I gave an assurance that this will be the case. Yes, but what is the form of this assurance? Is it your job? If it doesn't happen, will you quit? I mean, this is where we need to be, and this is how we need to know it. But why also, if this is the case, if they're all saying it's all legit, why are the police still investigating? It's a joke. He went on to give an explanation of the party's audit and financial reporting rules and insisted that amounts equivalent to the sums raised will be spent directly on the campaign to win independence, and explain why this amount doesn't currently show as a separate fund in the party's accounts, even though it was supposed to be ring-fenced. Beattie set out his explanation over 10 points and underlined that the SNP's accounts are subject to external audit and review by the Electoral Commission, and he noted that the size and purpose of each donation made was recorded by the party, with a running total of such expressions of wish kept by the party's headquarters. In due course, as money is utilised for such purpose, the balance of any such total is reduced until the obligation is expunged, he said, and anyone can understand that. But if that's the case, you'll be able to show in the accounts the nominal ledger where the money went into, and then all the deductions from that getting posted out onto the various expense accounts. You can do that, can you? It's simply shifting stuff from balance sheet to profit and loss, and any accountant should be able to do that. You should be able to show money in, money out, and where it's gone. And if the police are still investigating, it kind of says that you haven't. He added, to be clear, by the end of 2020, a total of £6,666,953 has been raised through the independence-related appeals and coded as such through the internal process. If the cash is found to have been spent in ways that do not align with the assertions made when it's being crowdfunded, the party may face allegations of fraud. I think the party is undoubtedly going to face allegations of fraud. The SNP spokesperson said, "We will cooperate fully with the police investigation and will make no further comment." Well, of course, they just want to close this down. This is why they're not making comments. They want the story to die because they know that this 600,000 has been used, and it hasn't been used for the purposes in which it was gathered. And at the heart of that are those two sitting like big fat spiders in the middle of a web, pulling the strings. Anyway, I shall round off and come up. When the truth comes out, and God, I hope the truth comes out soon, I think somebody is most likely going to go to jail. And I would hope it is one of either Nicola Sturgeon or Peter Murrell, or preferably both. This whole saga, it stinks. It stinks of corruption, of criminality. It stinks of, let's see what we can get away with. Was this set up as their goodbye fund, and it was always going to be there to pay them off and then try and obfuscate the money into the accounts? But, they'll have the police will have their old criminal forensic accountants, going through, plying their way through the books. They'll find that money. They will find it. They will find it, or they will find out where it's gone. That's for sure. So I think there may be a couple of squeaky bums in the Murrell house tonight, perhaps. There may not be. They may be completely innocent, and we all know that he is the most innocent man in Scotland. So, we won't make any accusations, but we will sort of suggest that they may be worried. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. I shall finish here. Thank you very much for listening. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please do hit that subscribe button right away. Thank you. Ring the bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay well. Always remember when you spend £107,000, and goodbye.